Welcome to our deep dive into tipping points in climate change. When is it too late? In this video, we will explore critical ecological thresholds that, once crossed, could lead to irreversible changes in our environment. From the alarming dieback of the Amazon rainforest to the potential collapse of the West Antarctic ice sheet, each segment of our discussion highlights the urgent climate challenges we face. Join us as we investigate these tipping points, their implications, and the scientific consensus on whether we still have time to act. 1. Amazon rainforest dieback. The Amazon rainforest, often referred to as the lungs of the earth, is teetering on the edge of a critical tipping point. Prolonged droughts and rampant deforestation are pushing this vast ecosystem towards a transformation into a savanna-like landscape. Such a shift would be catastrophic, as the Amazon's ability to absorb carbon dioxide, CO2, would be significantly reduced. Imagine a world where our largest green ally starts releasing more CO2 than it absorbs. This would not only accelerate climate change but also wreak havoc on global weather patterns. The ripple effects of an Amazon dieback would extend far beyond its borders, affecting climates across continents and impacting millions of lives. 2. Permafrost thawing. Permafrost, a frozen layer of soil found primarily in polar regions, is another crucial component in our climate system. However, warming temperatures are causing this icy ground to thaw, releasing vast quantities of carbon and methane stored within. This presents a daunting scenario: a feedback loop where released greenhouse gases further heat the planet, causing more permafrost to thaw. It's like a snowball rolling down a hill, growing larger and faster with each revolution. If left unchecked, this process could make controlling climate change increasingly difficult, pushing us towards more severe global warming scenarios. 3. Coral reef bleaching. Coral reefs, vibrant underwater ecosystems, are facing a dire threat from rising ocean temperatures and acidification. This phenomenon, known as coral bleaching, occurs when corals expel the algae living within them, turning them ghostly white. If ocean temperatures rise too much, these corals may never recover. The loss of coral reefs would lead to a drastic reduction in marine biodiversity, affecting the livelihoods of millions who depend on these ecosystems for food and income. Picture a world where the colorful underwater cities are replaced by barren landscapes, with profound consequences for the marine life that once thrived there. 4. West Antarctic ice sheet collapse. The West Antarctic ice sheet is hanging by a thread, vulnerable to the warming embrace of ocean waters. Its potential collapse poses a grave threat, with the possibility of raising global sea levels by several meters. Coastal cities, home to millions, could find themselves submerged under rising waters. Ecosystems that have thrived for centuries along coastlines would be disrupted, and the economic and social impacts would be enormous. Imagine the world's great cities battling the relentless advance of the sea, a scenario that could become reality if the ice sheet gives way. 5. Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, AMOC. Slow down. The Atlantic Meridional Overturning Circulation, or AMOC, is a critical component of our global climate system. It includes the Gulf Stream, which helps regulate temperatures across Europe and North America. However, there's a risk of a significant slowdown or even collapse of the AMOC. Such a disruption could lead to more extreme weather patterns in Europe and North America, alter monsoon patterns, and accelerate sea level rise along the eastern U.S. coast. It's akin to a malfunction in a complex machine, where one part failing affects the entire system, causing unpredictable and potentially devastating outcomes. 6. Arctic sea ice loss. The Arctic is warming at an alarming rate, leading to a rapid decline in sea ice. This loss has far-reaching consequences, as the reflective ice surfaces are replaced by darker ocean water that absorbs more heat. This process accelerates global warming, further melting ice and contributing to the Arctic amplification effect. It's a vicious cycle where the more ice we lose, the faster the warming occurs. The implications extend beyond the Arctic, influencing weather patterns and climate systems across the globe. 7. Boreal forest shift. Boreal forests, Vast expanses of trees that store large amounts of carbon are shifting northwards due to rising temperatures and increased wildfires. This migration could turn these forests from carbon sinks into carbon sources. The release of stored carbon would add to the greenhouse gases in the atmosphere, exacerbating global warming. It's a bit like watching a parade of dominoes topple over, where one change triggers another, leading to a cascade of environmental shifts with far-reaching impacts. 8. Methane hydrate released beneath the seabed. Methane hydrates lie dormant, but warming ocean temperatures threaten to destabilize these compounds. The release of methane, a potent greenhouse gas, could lead to rapid and severe climate warming. This scenario presents a potential tipping point that could trigger more cascading effects on our climate. It's akin to opening Pandora's box, where once the methane is released, it could set off a chain reaction with dire consequences for our planet. Understanding and addressing these tipping points is crucial to preventing irreversible and catastrophic impacts on Earth's climate system.